Hello my friends, welcome to Starcraft Mass Recall. It is time to slay the beast. Let's do this. Oh, I just remembered that I usually do this. I start the loading thing and then I do it so I can dramatically click and then everything starts real fast, but I'm not, I'm not always the smartest person.
Time is finally upon us, my minions, to destroy the wretched Overmind and the last of its renegade cerebrates. We can count on the UED providing us with heavy resistance, but not even they can stand in our way. Now that the matriarch Rashagal is in my custody, I possess the means to attack the Overmind with impunity.
But my queen, I thought only the Dark Templar's energies could harm the Overmind and its cerebrates. Even with the numerous broods at your command, any attack we launch against the renegades will be in vain.
Not so, Duran. As a matter of fact, I'm expecting my secret weapon to be arriving very soon.
As you say, my queen, but I still don't understand why. We are receiving a transmission from an unidentified Protoss carrier.
That's what I love about the Protoss. They're so punctual.
Garrigan. This is Zeratul. I demand to know why you've taken our matriarch.
Actually, Zeratul, she's not the one I'm truly interested in. I stole her to get to you. You see, I need you and your brethren to kill the Overmind for me. The only way I had of assuring your cooperation was to take away that which you value most. However, I give you my word that once you've killed the Overmind, I'll allow her to return to you.
As if your word held any value.
Zeratul, my faithful servant, you must aid Kerrigan in this endeavor. The Overmind is our common enemy. It must be destroyed to ensure that our people will survive.
You asked me to aid this vile creature.
I do not ask this for myself, nor do I ask it on Kerrigan's behalf. I ask you to do this for our people, Zeratul. Obey me as you always have. Trust in my judgment.
Very well, matriarch. The Overmind will die this day.
Alright. I am a bit scared of this mission overall. Ooh. I generally think that to slay the beast is the hardest mission in StarCraft 1. Straight up, I would say that. It's harder than Omega. It's harder than the final Terran mission. It is just ridiculous. There's no room for memes here. There's no room for anything like that. I'm going to try pretty darn hard. And in order to do that, I'm going to make what... Oh, that's loud. Options, sound. Go back to Zerg levels. I'm going to go do what I believe is the strongest strategy for the Zerg. Strongest strategy consists of going into Bigling energy to clear off the islands. So this is an island map, I guess I should say to begin with. What happens is the Overmind is over here. There's islands all around the middle, and then there's a big island here with both a Zerg player and a Terran player. What I'm going to do is try to gain control of my island as fast as humanly possible after doing big saturation energy. I'm going to take a lot of bases, then I'm going to go double spire and get a ton of upgrades, and I'm going to make about 30 Guardians, and then the rest of my supply is going to be Mass Devour. In my opinion, against the AI, this is the best composition that you can go for. Probably want some mutas with the Devourers as well. Maybe not. The Devourers have longer range. So Devourers have 250 HP and 2 base armor, as opposed to the muta, which is 0 base armor and 120 HP. So they're very, very, very durable anti-air. They do have one little problem where, here's their attack speed. Yeah, it's 5.51, which is ridiculously low and not really great. However, if you have a ton of them, they basically just every 5.51 seconds can kill all the enemies in an area. And that's really all you need. Additionally, they put this Spore ability on. Every time that one attacks, it basically reduces the armor of the target by 1 for 40 seconds, which is pretty solid. It means that in those big volleys, they help out. Normally, it's supposed to combine with Mutas. However, because the Guardians that we're going to be using to siege everything are so slow, the mobility bonuses of the Guardian, or of the Muta, aren't really there. Additionally, we have these DTs to help defend, which is enormously great. It's just so good. We're going to get an Evo. We're not going to get any sort of air upgrades, or rather, we're not going to get any sort of Hydra upgrades. We're going to go pure Ling at the beginning in order to take the island, and then use all of our gas on air stuff. Because as an island map, it is easiest to beat air with air. I don't think that, like, doing drops against the UED and Overmind combined forces is necessarily the best idea. Largely because they're going to send armies of all the tech. It's going to be like Battlecruiser, Valkyrie, Wraith, Devour, Mutalisk type things, and I don't want to play against that with drops. The Hydras are just going to get shredded. In fact, I think that any time that there's Zerg in Mass Recall as an enemy, you just can't go for Hydras. They just don't work against Mutas. We learned that last time, and I don't want to have to relearn it. So I'm going to get 1-1, and then I'm going to start getting Zergling speed, I'm going to start taking up the Hive, and I'll start getting my Spire upgrades all at the same time. Hopefully I have enough economy off of these two bases in order to fund a pretty early and pretty deadly attack wave against the opponents. We're going gas first over here, because gas is going to be our limiting resource later on. We're very mineral starved right now, and we're going to end up banking up a ton of gas as a result of all of this. However, once we go for the Guardians, the Devourers, both of those are morphed from the Mutalisk, which are very gas intensive. Alright, Zergling speed. And then we can grab the Queen's Nest. How much does it cost? 150. These DTs are really good. They're medic healing the Hydras. I love the UED's flavor in this because they have these weird combinations going on. For example, we know that the Valkyrie is broken in this, right? It doesn't do its damage correctly. But the Valkyrie's benefit is that it fires about 1 million missiles that do area damage. And one of the things they're going to do is they're going to send Devourers in combination with the Valkyries. And that's going to mean that the Devourers fire that Spore that reduces the armor by 1, and then they fire these, like, I think it's 8 missiles per attack that all get that bonus damage. It's a really cool combo that you wouldn't be able to see anywhere else. And I appreciate it. I gotta go for a Hive. What I might do is a 1-1 Zergling timing with Adrenal, because it does look like that is kind of how things are going to time out. And if I can claim these bases quickly, I will be in business, and if I can't, I will be a little bit out of it. Because everything that they have is going to start putting pressure on me eventually. We'll get the double Spires as well. Because 3-3 is going to take a long, long time to get on these. And after the island is clear, I don't feel comfortable pushing anywhere else until I'm maxed. Which I know is going to be a long ways away. However, I'm going to have a lot of bases, most likely. Well, if things go correct, I'm going to have a lot of bases, I guess is the way that I should say it. Let's get Pneumatized Carapace, which is Overlord Speed. And I don't know. We're going to poke into the base on the right. There's one on the right, there's one on the top, and then there is a base over here that's like undefended, but you have to go through the Zerg base to get there. We're going to hope that there's no lurkers over here, effectively. I know that is a little bit of a janky plan. It's like not super reliable, but we can always pull back if there are. So I'm not too worried. The enemy's being fairly timid, which is nice. I have memories of this mission where the enemy is just like always in your face, destroying you in some pretty nasty ways. And the fact that we don't have to deal with that is pretty enjoyable. Oh, here we go. However, Zerglings. Alright, well, we dealt with some stuff. We might as well just go and listen very carefully for those lurker spines. Oh, here's a siege tank. Let's wrap around and take it down. And I am not hearing any lurkers. That's really, really fortunate. I'm actually done producing at this point. I'm going to grab double hatch and bring them over here. And then we will grab one more and send it to that extra base. And I am in an amazing position now. This base can be really a pain in the butt if you don't snipe it early. Because the enemy is very, very good at building up. And then you're going to come over here. And we'll grab this one. So this base is really important. Ace told me that the AI just doesn't know it exists when he was routing stuff out. They just like never attack it. So I'm going to rely on his words there and super saturate everything under no threat. Then I'll have 6 hatches, which is going to be enough to try to bust up here. In fact, I wonder if I have enough right now. We're going to give it the old college try. Why not? See what happens. I'm in such a great position that I am not scared. I'm a little bit scared. There are definitely lurkers here, which is not good for the health of my Zerglings. But if we can take everything down... Let's see if we can... Production structures, I guess, are the key here, and I need to find some overlords. Here they are. Now, Ace did tell me... I don't remember if I told you guys this. Oh, hello. We gotta go save this base, actually. Which is being ultra'd. This is why you build 2 hatches here, by the way. There we go. Pull them around. Just wait for the troops to appear. And it does look like they know where this base is. Maybe he was talking about a different base. Crap. Okay, DTs are going to help out right here immensely with that extra damage. This is taking some serious pain as well. And these overlords need to pull back. Okay, everything is under control. We can almost get 2-2. And I really need to take this gas geyser. That's the important part here. So, send the overlords up again. Bring everybody through. We've basically killed everything at that base besides the lurker force. And then we can start playing 5-base defense, which is a game that you don't actually need to play for very long. Yeah, so Ace told me that the problem with the lurker is that they just keep attacking with their... Guys, that's a lot of air. Let's pull back over here. Get some spores. Oh, goodness. Yeah, this isn't great. I don't have a whole lot of stuff. Where's that Hydralisk gone? Oh, was that... My Hydra's attacking... Okay, I thought that was the other way around. I thought that was my Overlord that was being attacked. Okay, Spore's on the way. Muta's on the way. Take down this. I guess we're going to leave that mineral-only base. As I said, gas is our main priority anyway, so I don't mind that much. We got a lot of spores over here. And we want to take down the Mutalisks first. Yeah, because they're very vulnerable and they do more damage. I'm kind of just moving the Zerglings over here to attempt to tank some of the Muta bounces. This is 71 workers. I'm pretty fine with that. And this base seems a little bit tough to hold, honestly. I'm not really super interested in trying. Because it's only minerals, no gas, no promises of greatness or anything. So let's get more mutas then. We're gonna get up to a maxed out supply for overlords first. We can just do these in big batches because once this base finishes, the income is going to be so high that we can afford a ton of stuff. Plus a 3,000 gas in the bank is not going to hurt things. We do need a Greater Spire, so I'm going to go 3 attack and then the Greater Spire at the same time instead of getting 3 armor. That will decrease my combat effectiveness against a lot of stuff, but I'm okay with that. Alright. How many more do we need? 8, 16, 24? How much supply does a hatchery give? Does it give any? Does it give, like, 1? Let's figure this out. 1. So 8, 16. Do we build 2 hatcheries or an overlord? I like the idea of 2 hatcheries because it means that if I get my hatcheries sniped, it's not as big of a deal. That may sound a little bit silly, but I actually think it's a solid idea. Take these down. Losing a couple Zerglings right here I think is actually pretty good. Ooh, here you go. Just free up that supply. So we're going to unhotkey the Lings. They're going to stay on patrol over here. I would prefer not to lose this. However... Oh, hello. Yeah, this is getting to the part where the enemy becomes very aggressive. Thank goodness for 1-1 Zerglings. They countered everything. I know I've said that a lot in Mass Recall, but it's kind of gone from 3-3 Zerglings to 2-2 Zerglings to 1-1 Zerglings. My standards have decreased. Oh no! How did you even get there? I'm gonna have one guy patrolling here. So these hatches are gonna finish. We're gonna have 8 of them. Here comes a big air raid, and this is what I'm talking about, this combined arms tactics that is very specific to the UED and very awesome. I have to be careful. And then don't lose the base. We're all good. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage here. No, 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 no. Let's just get some more stuff over here. My goodness. That was a lot of pain. So these 4 gas geysers all have a decent amount on them. 6,000, 6,000, 1,700, 3,000. I know that someone's real pissed that none of those were the numbers that showed up right there. It's close enough. I apologize to you. If you were that guy. Running out of minerals here, though. We're going to send them over here. I don't want to overextend too far with what I need to defend. Especially once it is time to start attacking. Having to have this huge perimeter to defend while pushing the enemy with a fairly immobile composition sounds very risky. And I'm not really in the mood for risk right now. I want to be safe, I want to be stable, I want to be reliable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to section off... I have 69 combat units that are going to be in the sky. That's a pretty nice army, but I'm not entirely sure how to distribute them properly. What is this, 27? So if I go 25 Guardians... That seems kind of reasonable. And then all the rest is going to be the anti-air force. Do I even need the anti-air force to be Devourers? What if I just go a defense force of mutas? That might be worth trying. Or maybe just like a pile of... The thing is, the Devourer is not actually very good. It does 29 damage. The muta does 11. However, the Muta does full damage to everything. The Devourer, on the other hand, is... I mean, against... I don't actually know what's medium and what's small in the air. For the Valkyrie and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that 25 Guardians, and then during that Guardian morph, I'll start banking up some more gas. I'll turn some of those things into Devourers, and then with whatever I have right then, I'll go. I'm going to free up a little bit more supply. Turn into a couple more combat things, because if we're going to go... This is basically the Golden Armada of Zerg, and the Golden Armada is infamous for not being the most mobile thing in the world. I just don't want to be counterattacked and killed. This brings me up to 50 anti-air units and 25 siege units. I think that's very, very reasonable. Oh, we're mined out here as well. Nice attack. We gotta move forward and take these down before they join up with more people. That worked out well. Oh my goodness. Target the anti-ground first. I did not lose a unit there. Are you kidding? Oh, I lost 1 unit. That's insane. Oh, Zerg. Get the drone. Oh, no, I'm going to have 1 less unit. Nope. Whatever. Once I get 2,500, I will do the big Guardian morph, and then it'll be about time to get going. I'm going to try to eliminate all the enemies on the map. For thoroughness. Spore, 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 sunk, 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 sunk. And big devours. Oh, did I lose some overlords? Am I losing overlords? What's happening? Did they irradiate my overlords? UED command fleet, you're so silly. How dare you, heathens. Oh, these can't hatch because they're too close to... They're stuck. Move a little bit, get our giant flying crab people ready to go. Oh, gotta help defend once again. Get the crawlers down. And if we can take down their dropships right now, I think we'll be very happy. Here we go. Valkyrie's down. Do we have 3-3 yet? 3 attack, but not 3 armor. Oh, look at these dropships. Those were all full of enemies. I'm going to give this a save, and then we're just going to try to make this work out. I'm scared of the Scourge. I don't really have a great way to deal with them. It's kind of just like, let the Guardians be hit by them, and then pull the healthy Guardians back, and maybe they'll regen. And we slow push our way through. After this base is dead, I will try to rebuild what I can. Let's take down this Defiler. And I think this is the last time that I'm going to be doing big Muta-based play. In fact, big air-based play in general. I don't think it's as great on the final missions because there's going to be no more enemy Zerg. And then I did get drop, so I have the ability to now come over here and take this base. Just got to continue the economy game. So we're going to grab, let's say 8, because that's what fits. And then drop. Now, what else do we have going on? We can build Dark Templar. Having a bunch of them is going to be important. I just didn't build any early because I'm very concerned about my gas count. But nowadays, I have so much it is fine. 2 Guardians did go down during this siege, so I'm going to take some of the damaged mutas, because you fully heal when you metamorphosize, and throw them right into some Valkyries. We gotta send the defense fleet. Yeah, you too, bud. Take all this out. Oh, that was a good Defiler snipe. And finish all these down. Wait for the reinforcement rally, and it'll be time to go once again. I want to keep the momentum so that the enemy doesn't really have the ability to rebuild. Playing that real bad. 1, 2, 3. He's here. Guardians go. Oh, look at this. Do you think it's because I killed their dropships? They're trying to get over, but they don't have the ability to? Oh, that's cool. It's like an accidental reward and a blender. Nice. Get him, Guardians. Guardians outrange missile turrets. So that's a lot of potential damage being dealt with right there. Keep the DTs a-coming, and we're going to push here, and then we're going to start pushing downwards and clearing the enemy out. Because the entire rest of this area is one giant island enemy base who rebuilds pretty fast as far as I understand. Just let the Guardians do their thing and play defense. I actually like this style a lot, where you have one group of guys who's A-moving, and then you only put your effort into the Protector Force. I think it's very fun. It's like a good escort quest. I don't know why I enjoy it as much as I do. Ooh, kill the Dropper Lord. And kill the drop over here. We're going to only use a little bit to take out that drop and make sure that we're still properly defending. Alright, that's down. Just don't want to be counterattacked during all of it. And the Muta reinforcements are en route now, Young Templar. Slave Brood dies. Oh gosh, they really do a good job at hitting from all the different angles. I really appreciate that. And it's just from good unit pre-placement. It's not like the AI is being taught that you have to hit from the sides. It's just strong design at the beginning. Taking down the Greater Spire I don't think helps, but taking out this Hive will be really nice. Less production for the enemy, and I will be able to take this base eventually if I need to. Let's say that I get cleaned up somehow by the final enemies and need some more gas. This could actually serve as a very big staging point for me with a bunch of hatcheries. Right now I'm not planning on that happening, but I'm making sure that I have an economy so that if it does end up happening, I will be okay. Little Muta flank. And then this bit of the UED command fleet has some Zerg with it, and it's very well upgraded. So I have to be prepared. However, it's got a lot of siege tanks and stuff, which aren't necessarily the scariest thing in the world. I do appreciate the, oh, triple battlecruiser, hello. The fact that the AI in this is actually really good at using defensive matrix. It knows when the enemy is air, and that's the thing they should be dematrixing, or they know if the enemy is ground. When I was playing on the 10,000 mineral mission, they were using it, I believe, on siege tanks.
There are a number of Terran science facilities positioned around the Overmind itself. I believe these facilities are directing the Overmind strategies just as they did under Solnis.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, I forgot what I was talking about. Durian confused me. Oh my gosh, did you see that volley that I took? Take him down. Oh, careful, Grat. I could really mess this up at the end. Oh, here comes Air Force. Holy crap. No, 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 no. Mutas come back. We're going to morph these into Devourers to get that full heal. The Devourers are going to soak up shots, and we need to take it down. I've lost 100 supply really quickly. And now I'm being counterattacked everywhere. I can't even max. Uh-oh. Yeah, target these. Guardian these as well. Come on, full health, full health, full health. There we go. And we can take this down, but the Guardians, there's only 3 left. Uh-oh. You Guardians, keep doing the stuff over here. The Devourers can take down the Valkyries without an issue. It's just very slow. We have a big Mutaflot coming to reinforce. Oh, the UED is intimidating. They really are. This is one of the times that the narrative and the gameplay mechanics just work so well together to make the enemy feel super scary. And I love it so much. Great game design. This is actually probably my favorite StarCraft 1 mission. I know that everybody is like, oh, Mega is the greatest thing ever, but I really love this one. Okay, we are on the hunt for production structures right now. I think that I have the tools to finish off the Overmind and stuff, but if they just keep rallying out more forces, I'm going to continue to be in trouble, potentially. And then we have to get these for the luxury transport of the Dark Templar, because only they can kill the Overmind. I think the UED is out of detectors. That's not what I meant to say. I think the UED is out of production facilities. Sorry, I was thinking about detection too, because obviously these are Dark Templar. We need to deal with the Valkyries. Make sure we have detectors over here to see the massive number of lurkers. And then secure the Dark Templar. So, for those wondering, if you kill the Overmind without Dark Templar, it just respawns at full HP. It's not anything super spicy. Okay. First, take these down, because those will end my Dark Templar career very quickly. Finish that off. And then the Dark Templar should be able to do it. I'm going to set the sound back to 100%, and we will watch the final cutscene of this mission, not of the game. Ooh. The Nerazim shuttle is kind of like a baby Void Seeker.
It is done, Kerrigan. The Overmind is dead, as you wished. Now, I demand that you release the Matriarch at once.
Of course. Rashagal, do you wish to return to your tribe?
No, my queen. I wish only to serve you and remain at your side.
What treachery is this, Kerrigan? This pathetic creature cannot possibly be Rashagal.
I promised that I'd allow her to return to you, Zeratul, but it looks to me like she doesn't want to go.
You have corrupted her. Somehow you have poisoned her thoughts. Restore her to her rightful self, or you will pay dearly for this offense, Kerrigan.
All right, Zeratul, you've got me. I made your matriarch my slave long before I joined you on Shakuras. She made the mistake of underestimating my power, just like everyone else did. And now she's paid the price. With her as my puppet, I was able to eradicate the renegades on Shakuras and use you to kill the Overmind. And as you can see, your leader belongs to me now. Not bad, huh?
We shall see, Kerrigan. We shall see.
That was a good Maelstrom. Getting that Dark Archon value right there. That's why I brought him. They thought it was for mind control. Wait. Why couldn't he just use a Dark Archon to mind control Vorazun back? Or not Vorazun, Rashagal, sorry. Rashagal being Vorazun's mom. That seems like a much better way to do things. Oh well, probably can't target heroic units. Well guys, thank you for watching. I love that mission. I think that it's really, really good. The UED just feels ferocious there. That is where they feel their strongest. I love the combination Swarm and Terran attacks. I think it feels really cool to play against. And I wish there was more of that stuff in Starcraft 2, you know? There really isn't. It's always like one race at a time for the most part. Or just the void entities, which don't feel like they have an identity. They're just kind of a mishmash of whatever. But we have done it. We have done what I think is the hardest mission, and now we are on to what are also hard missions, but very, very fun as well. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.